everybody, JC here with another TNI news video. And today I'm going to be focusing primarily on Marvel stuff. There are a couple other non-Marvel things I want to talk about briefly that broke in the past 24 hours, but mostly this video is going to focus on recent Marvel news. Now, if you caught my video yesterday where I talked about DC comic related stuff, I did tease that I had some pretty big news for Marvel Legends. However, I didn't know if I was going to be able to reveal it yet or not. And unfortunately, I have not yet gotten the permission to talk about it yet, so I will not be going over that in this video. But hopefully soon I will be able to reveal that information. I will give you a hint and tell you that it involves a new unannounced 2-pack and a new wave that we have not heard about up until this point. So I'll leave you with that little teaser. And again, hopefully, as soon as I'm given the okay, I will be sure to let you guys know. Believe me, I want to tell you guys as much as you probably want to hear about it. So I will let you know as soon as I can. But there were a couple other things regarding Marvel products that broke this week, so I wanted to talk about those. So literally just breaking as I was filming this video, some new images have surfaced for that upcoming Marvel Legends 2-pack featuring Mary Jane and Spider-Man. Now, we saw these at Toy Fair, but this is our first look at the actual packaging for the set. Also, our first look at the unmasked Peter Parker head. I don't even remember if it was said that this was going to come with an unmasked Peter Parker head. I think it was, but this is definitely our first look at it. Now, these images aren't high-res or anything, unfortunately, but again, it is our first look at the Peter Parker unmasked head that's going to come with the Spider-Man figure in this box set. For Spider-Man Homecoming SH Figuarts, we got our first look at that figure. It was announced about a month or so ago that they'd be doing figures based on the upcoming Spider-Man movie. Not a big surprise. They're also doing Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, that we've not seen any of those figures at all. But we did get this first glimpse of the new Spider-Man figure. This is a 6-inch scale type figure, and it comes from this magazine scan that hit the internet. So we haven't actually gotten official images or anything, high-res images, just this magazine scan. But from this, you can see basically it looks like he's going to come with a backpack, and he's going to obviously have alternate hands like they always do, and he's going to have some webbing effects and 4 different pairs of eyes, so you can basically give him different facial expressions with the eyes, and then it looks like a cell phone or something that he's going to have. Now, I've got to be honest, normally I kind of prefer SH Figuarts over, say, like Mafex figures from Mediacom, but in this instance, I kind of think that the Spider-Man Mafex Homecoming figure has the advantage over this one, and that's primarily because with that one, we get the unmasked Peter Parker head that looks like Tom Holland. So I'm kind of leaning towards the Mafex in this case. I suppose it's possible maybe they'll throw in an unmasked head on this one, but from these images it does not look like it. Now, while we're on the subject of Spider-Man Homecoming, also debuting this week as of this morning was the new Hot Toys 12-inch figure featuring Spider-Man in his homemade costume. Now, Hot Toys had already teased that they were going to be doing a regular Spider-Man figure, and again, big shock. But also it looks like they're going to be doing Spidey in that homemade outfit that we see in the trailer with the hoodie and everything. And I think this looks pretty good. It looks like, something really looks like, clothes that someone would just throw together from their closet or something. And he's got the web shooters and everything, which look good. And he's got the eye pieces that kind of adjust and everything. So we're getting our, again, first look at that one. I wouldn't be surprised if at some point Hot Toys announces doing a Vulture figure from the Homecoming movie as well. And I gotta say, that's probably going to be pretty impressive with those wings and everything. So I definitely hope they kind of do something like that. And then finally for Homecoming, here's a look at a brand new poster that Sony just released for the upcoming movie. It features Spider-Man. Looks like he's goofing off in front of Avengers Tower. He's listening to some music. He's got a strange coat on. So just a funny little poster that they released that I wanted to share with you guys. Now, flipping gears to Mezco, we got a couple reveals. Actually, the first one was a little over a week ago, but I didn't do a news video last week. So, Old Man Logan, they announced that they're doing, and we got our first look at that. And that definitely, I think, looks really good. If you're an Old Man Logan fan, I think this is one you'll want to check out. He's got the trench coat and the hat, and he even comes with a baby Hulk. So, unlike the Marvel Legend version, we get that baby Hulk, which is cool. Also, we got official images for the Wolverine Brown costume figure this week, and we saw that at Toy Fair. And I got to be honest, out of all the figures that Mezco debuted at Toy Fair in February, this is probably my least favorite. I just did not like the way the shorts looked and those boots that look more like hiking boots than superhero boots. I know what the look they were going for and everything. It's just, to me, I just don't really like it. I think the figure looks great from the waist up. Those shorts. Now, I can't tell. When I talked to Pierre at Toy Fair last month, he had said that he was going to try and touch those up a little bit, maybe shorten them up. And it's hard to tell from these new images if that's in fact they have. But still, either way, I just really am not digging that look with those shorts. But, you may like it. I don't know. Let me know in the comments section what you think. But just for me personally, this is not a favorite of mine. I definitely like the Old Man Logan Wolverine figure that they're doing better than this one. Like I said, there was a couple other things non-Marvel I wanted to touch on. Basically, revealed this morning was the new not revealed because we actually saw these at Toy Fair as well, but SH Figuarts released new images for their Street Fighter V, Rashid, and Cammy figures. These are going to be the second wave of Street Fighter figures they're doing. The first wave is going to be Ryu and Chun-Li, and I'm actually anxious to get my hands on those and take a look at them. Rashid is going to be about 6 inches tall, have swappable, interchangeable hands, and the Eagle Spike effect piece that, for his move. And then Cammy's going to stand about 5.7 inches tall, and she's going to, again, include swappable hands and such, and come with the Common Strike effect piece. And both of those figures are slated for release in August. Okay, and then finally, I'm going to round out with a Q&A segment. If you're not familiar with this, you just ask a question in the news video below. So, like, if you want your question asked for next time, just put your question in this video in the comments section. Just put Q&A and ask your question, and then I'll try and get to it in the next news video sometime next week. But I picked out 3 from the last news video from 2 weeks now, I guess, because I didn't do a news video last week. So these are from 2 weeks ago. But the first question comes from Diego the Man Scott, and he asks, what's your favorite Batman animated series figure? And I would say it's a cross between I think the Joker is a really solid figure. So that's one of my favorites, and then the Clayface figure I think is really cool, are probably my 2. And I mean I like them all, to be honest, but I think the 2 that stand out the most to me are the Joker and the Clayface figure, that deluxe figure that was released last year. Josh G asks, when do you think Mattel will release info on the new DC Multiverse Justice League movie line? Well, the movie comes out in November, so I would expect that Mattel, and I'm assuming they're going to do Justice League figures, so that's not actually well, I guess there was a brief press release put out. So, yeah, I guess it has essentially been. I was going to say it's not technically been confirmed that Mattel is doing Justice League figures, but I would say it's 99% given. But then I remember Mattel did put out a press release, or Warner Brothers did, and it mentioned that Mattel was doing Justice League figures. I mean, they'll definitely do figures. It's whether they're going to do the multiverse figures, but I again would say that's probably 99% certain. And I would say that we will probably see those at San Diego Comic-Con. That's usually when they announce stuff for the later part of the year, and obviously they'll probably time the release to be near the movie, which again is in November. So I would expect to see those and hear more about those in July for Comic-Con. And then finally, Doris, sorry if I'm not pronouncing that right, asks, when is the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 Wave 2 going to be released from Hasbro? So I don't have a set release date on that one. I'm assuming you're referring to the Mantis Build-A-Figure wave that we saw at Toy Fair. I would definitely expect to see that released by San Diego Comic-Con time. So my best guess is going to be around May, maybe June. But definitely, again, I would expect to see those before San Diego Comic-Con in July. Okay, so that wraps up this segment of the news video. If you've got anything you want me to cover in a future video, let me know in the comments section below. Also, if you've got a question you want to ask for a future video, ask it down below, and I'll try and get to it. Until next time, guys, I will catch you later.